Hey guys, let me just see if I can get my girl in here in the picture. No, Missy. I know it. Come on over here. Place. Yes. Down. Let me work her into a down, and then we'll talk about what we're doing. Down. Good. There's a lot of pressure in this garage right now. There's a bike right behind her, and I'm talking, so there's a lot of distractions and pressure that are kind of working on her brain, right? So we're working on her focus so those things aren't such a big deal to her. But this is Miss Ella, and we just talked about her sister, but I do want to talk about the things that we're working on every day to correct. Both the girls have, this one especially, playing with the leash. I had her out on a long line today, and it was just like constant trying to get at the leash and like all kinds of shenanigans with it. So what's really nice about the e-collar is like you just say out and you hit the button at a level that will make her drop whatever's in her mouth, whether it's the leash or mulch or pebbles on the ground or whatever it is. Also, there's a big issue with like play biting with both of them. If they get too riled up and your hands are in their vicinity, it's like game on. And so once again, e-collar correction for that. We want that to be off the table. That's not something that's ever okay, because remember, just because they're puppies and they're smaller dogs, they are a smaller dog, right? But we don't want to have this mentality like, oh, it's just a puppy thing, it's okay. It's not okay to use your mouth on a human. So we're going to correct that right away as puppies, so that going forward they know, oh, I don't put my teeth on people. That's what they're learning, right? So we're working on that. Play biting, leash shenanigans, picking everything up off both these girls are like famous for just picking anything and everything up. So that is the out command, and I'm going to be doing a post on the out command to show you. But what the out command means is when I say out, I pair it with e-collar stimulation, right? So I hit the button. In this case, she's on the red collar. I hit the red button. I say out. I might have to dial up several times. To get her to out something today, it was like I was at 34, which seems really high, but when these girls are outside and they smell things and there's a lot of activity going on and they pick something up, it's like you've got to reach their state of mind. So it's not that it hurts them, you're just going to a level that reaches their state of mind. They hear the command and then they drop the thing that's in their mouth. But the out command means drop it, never mind it, or leave it alone. So if you even see them thinking about like barking at another dog, when the hackles go up, I always just say out and hit the button. So out is like one of my favorite commands. It replaces leave it. It includes leave it. It means leave it, never mind it, or drop it if it's in your mouth. And when I teach that command, I'm teaching the dog to actually back away from the thing. So you'll see when we do our go home session, we'll do it with food, and you'll see how when I tell them out, they're going to back away, and I put them on place. I teach them to back away and sit or go on place. So that's like my absolute favorite command, and I use it for a lot of things. The other thing that we're working on with both girls is they are super big time jumpers. So I'm teaching them the off command for that. A lot of people say down. Down means what she's doing right now. She's on place in a down. Off means get off of me, right? So if you can think of if someone were like come up to you and you didn't want them on, you'd be like, get off me, man. So it's the same thing. You're like hitting the button and you're saying off, and I am teaching them to, when they are greeted, to not come up and jump. But if they think about it, I tell them off, and what they do is actually back up a little bit and sit down. So we're working on that. They're getting much better at that, and that's just something that I practice with them every day. We're really proofing it, practicing it to make sure that they really have this down. When these girls come home, you're going to have 2 lessons with me, and we're going to cover a lot of things, but you're just going to continually work on the things that you really want trained out of them. So the most important things I know is the jumping is an issue. I would imagine that out is a huge thing for you, because you do not want these girls picking things up off the ground. It's extremely dangerous. So we want to like train that out of them. And then of course what they're doing right now, duration work. Later today, they're going to be doing duration together. We're going to start patterning that in together so that they learn to just be calm and chill in each other's presence, because every time they're with each other they just want to rumble and play, and I'm not sure if it's the same at home for them. I'm sure that they do chill out and relax at home, but we're really trying to pattern that in. We're trying to create calm, good family dogs here. We want some balance. There's a time and a place to rumble, and there's a time and a place to chill. And so I'm building in that off switch, and we're practicing it every day, trying to get them better and better so that when they come home, you know, you guys have a nice foundation from which to work. And so they both got their meds today. They're doing really well, and they're both eating. I know earlier in the week I told you they were having some issues with loose stool, and that could have been from nervous stomach. It could have been from the worms or the worm medication that they were previously on. I'm not sure. Usually it's the nerves, but they both seem to be you know, stable in that department. Thank goodness. They're both sleeping through the night, doing really well in the crates, not giving me much of a problem there. They're very easy to correct when they do start with their crate shenanigans. Lots of, you know, when one dog comes out, there's lots of shrieking and carrying on. And so I will show you how to stop that behavior if it's an issue for you guys going forward. So that's kind of it for now. If you have questions here, post them in the comments or send me an email, and I will keep you guys updated on their progress. They're doing really well. I'm super proud of them right now. Show you that her. She's super cute. Good girl.